So I think on this character, Lich form not quite as incredible as it could otherwise be. Again, if we had gloves, helmet, boots, all the works, then it would probably be a heck of a lot better than our dragon form. But going down in AC to go Lich mode seems a little counterintuitive. Sure, it gives some nice resistances, but that's what the absurd health pool is for, no? I mean, just punching for 120 damage is kind of good, or 110 cleave. Oh, right, and why am I dragon form again? I should be Storm. That's what I'm forgetting. That's what I'm missing. Holy. And in fact, that would have helped us a heck of a lot in that recent fight, because gosh darn lightning bolts are what really do a number on us when the tough gets going. Okay, we do get malmutated on our way out. It's going to be really hard to parse mutations here. At least it's a slightly darker shade of red. I don't know if that shows up over the stream very well. Very subtle hue difference. This is like a salmon. This is classic red. But moves ability for scrolls, hey? Maybe it's better to be a fiery boy. I think it just might. Does Storm form have anything other than the Storm Bolt isn't activated? No, just Blink Bolt right now. You could always hunt for items left behind before going down. No, we're in speedrun mode. So we're gonna go Dragon form. That gives us the fire resistance that we need. And then I think we'll actually swap. Is that, we still maxed? No, we're not maxed. Okay, then we are keeping the fire. In fact, everything here is fire themed, so... Oh, let's bring you upstairs. Hell yeah, brother. What did you hit me with? Weak? Meh. I don't love inability to read scrolls, though. One of our big redeeming factors at the moment is that we have an absurd number of... or a relatively absurd number of blink scrolls at our disposal. How many? Oh, I only have 2 cure mutation? Oof. That is brutal. Oh, it's not even going to take that many orbs of fire to put us into an untenable state. Hate that. Hate that for sure. Ooh. Artifact short sword's got a tile update. Looking good. Also should have done this earlier. Make sure we had a little bit more vision. In fact, I kind of forgot that magic mapping gives that X-ray effect, so very helpful when we first come down to a new Zot floor. Let's try to keep that in mind. As I describe this rhyme to explain in due time, you know, as we touched on before, bears repeating. And do we even bother with the rest of the floor? At this point, we have connections to a couple different stairways to heaven. Can probably just head on down. And then here's where we get the lovely magic mapping with the X-ray to give us a little bit more of a heads up as to what kind of fun new friends we can expect to be making on this joyful occasion. Murder all of you, as one does. Probably not going to specifically aim to find downstairs immediately and skip most of the level like we did on the previous floor. In fact, I kind of like the setup on this floor. All the compartmentalized rooms definitely lends itself to our fighting style. So I'm more than happy to probably do this entire floor. Find an odd choice to add the X-ray effect. Magic mapping scrolls were already super good. True, I think... Actually, no. I think I fully agree. They were already very good. I think I'm especially impressed with the performance of magic mapping on Zot here, because reading it as soon as you come down a stairwell, that's incredible. And that's going to stop so many stupid deaths that I've run into in the past, just by essence of having a little bit more of an understanding to your surroundings. So I can definitely see that being a huge deal. Moth of Wrath and a fiery boy. I'm probably fine with coming down to greet you. Ooh, I don't really want to become slowed. Never mind, everyone's dead. Well, that's one way to take care of a problem. Holy moly. In fact, right, let's do some of that magic map and goodness, shall we? Beautiful. Ooh wee. Guess on the flip side, it gives good reason to use more than one per floor. True. Because at the end of the day, whoa. Protean progenitor. What the heck are you? Oh, irradiate. Oh, that's fun. Many shapeshifters of the dungeon once sloughed off from these unfathomably ancient beings. Huh. Bit of shapeshifter v shapeshifter action, I see. Oh. Interesting. Do you all birth new ones? Oh, but not new ones, but you do birth more monsters. Oh, these are cool enemies. I like that a lot. I can see me not liking that in a future attempt. I could see that being terrifying and a nightmare to deal with, but in that context, very cool, very fun. Very much puts me into this state of mind of some very old school RPG, dungeon RPGs. In fact, oh, I can't even remember the name of the one. I think it was Slimes. And it was Slimes that, if you didn't kill them in a specific way, split. Very much Hydra's head kind of vibe. Amulet of Reflection. No, I don't think so. Or thank you. Man, very cool. I like a lot of the updates. My favorite part of updates is probably seeing new monsters and new artifacts. I think those are the two I get most excited about. I mean, generally, lots of cool character changes. Obviously, I'm loving Shapeshifter. It's pretty much a perfect fit for me. But I will say that I don't get quite the same thrill as running into very much kind of new content like the monsters and the artifact. Ooh, said I'm gonna hate it later. I can very easily see some of those gosh darn progenitors causing an early grave, if not just an additional fun layer of stress and excitement. But hey, we'll see. Maybe they are just going to be fine on every run, especially since I guess if you had a little more range, you could take care of some of those blobs before they spawn. But melee characters, I think, are going to struggle with those. If I had to guess, based on my exceptionally limited experience of that one encounter that didn't even go on very long. Oops, let's not caps lock here. Oh, I thought for a moment that both sides of the lungs were not trapped and thought it might have been a miracle in action. See, Azurus, even if you hadn't corrected, I think you get away with it because much like Jivia, Jivia's name themselves, or itself rather, you can spell alter anyway when it's a Jivia one. The formless shall inherit the earth. So the progenitors can be, it seems like, enemies from any level of the dungeon, or any area of the dungeon, which is very cool. Okie dokie. I guess no time like the present. I'm slightly worried about my future. Hopefully for no reason whatsoever, seeing as how we're generally doing A-okay in the Pi 5x5 and all that good stuff. Okay, we're starting to take a little bit of damage here. Yeah, I'll walk into the flame cloud. Watch me. Okay, be slightly cautious I don't take too many orbs of fire hits, but what do I wish to do? How safe do we want to play this? Probably very, if I had to put a dollar value on it. Hopefully you didn't see where I went or not. That's cool too. You could malmutate me, but Rue, could you stop this fool for a moment, please? Rue? Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's see what kind of nastiness we got. Scrolls. Potions are less effective at restoring your health. So double effective and then a bit less. That might be okay, actually. Vulnerable to heat. But that one is part of our regular body, which no longer exists. Something funky going on there. Regardless, let us switch back into our favorite form. Double check in on a couple of these. Are Oni always vulnerable to heat? What the heck is going on? Very confused by that little tidbit. Thank you for the rage. Would have been nice for killing the orb, I'm sure, but such is life. Ooh-wee. Okay. No more orbs of fire, please, or at least not unexpected ones. Okay, do you know what? I can kill you in lightning form. I just like to be a bit more fun about it. Thanks for ruining my entire party, you son of a gun. We did get some more mutations. That's the word I'm looking for. Probably a good time to pop mutation potion. Yes, we can do one. Hopefully it gets rid of the bad ones, because we just don't have enough. Only 2 potions of mutation in the entire run is wild. No longer vulnerable to heat, feel stronger, resistant to... Didn't really get rid of any. Just got rid of background ones. Yikes. I think we'll be fine. The reading scrolls one is the one that terrifies me at the moment. But we have Blink Bolt for some pseudo teleport action. And then on top of that, we have Rue. Who needs a blink when you have a controlled blink built into your god package, you know? Ooh-wee. Please give me but a moment of R&R. Hey, you sons of guns. But the briefest of breaks. Thank you. I mean, you didn't really do it for me, but... Ooh. Okay, Orb of Fire came into view for a second there. Do I just go sicko mode again? Here, let's do this. We'll pop here. See through the walls for a moment. Did not see our fire boy. Does Blink Bolt require you to pierce a target? It does. Yeah. Feel like something like it needed to at some point, or that skill specifically. Yeah, I think that one, and it's like that, Uskaya's Lion Dance skill, and Dithmenos' Shadow Meld. I think all require enemy targets. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mixing up one of those, but that's at least what comes to mind off the cuff. Yeah, that Berserk Titus actually might be what kills us. Holy. Who ordered the freaking party here? Oh, I'm marked. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay. We do that. Let's do a teleport now while we're still semi-okay. I guess we could have chugged a cancellation, hey? Nah, that's fine. So, that's a lot of orbs of fire. Holy. Hey, kids. What are y'all doing here? Man, what do I do here while I wait for my teleport to trigger? Just pop myself into a slightly more advantageous little cubby, I guess. At least as best we can. Oh. Shape-shifting and unarmed. Please, until the end of time itself, the heat death of the universe. Okay, Telly has not triggered yet. I can still currently read scrolls, but that may not be the case forever. I don't want to silence for sure. Just going through most of my options here. Could definitely start... let's might up. Now that we've actually, pulled a lot of attention up that a ways. Oh my gosh, so many orbs of fire. Of course, on the one run where we basically have no mutation potions is when we get all the orbs of fire showing up. Okay, let's just chug healing while we blitz through these. In fact, haste was probably a much overdue addition. Ooh, new orb. Who dis? Looking good, Zot. Oh, Blink Bolt. Yeah, actually, that was probably a really great case for Blink Bolt. Not even necessarily buying the Orbs of Fire. We could have gone through, like, the Lich here, and then chain blinked to get out of dodge. I'm gonna see if I'm able to just chill here. Look at that orb spin. Oh, that's exciting. Cool. Well, who needs to fight through the lungs if you can just jimmy up that? So if we do another teleport shenanigans here, this lung we're okay landing in. This lung we're okay landing in, and this one as well. Just as long as we don't get top left or center, we're happy. The reason for that is, of course, my favorite method of anti-lung shenanigans, which is teleport traps, baby. As long as there's another teleport trap in there, it doesn't matter if your teleport brings you there, because you can generally chain stuff together. 6. Orb up. And away we go. We're off to the races, folks. We're gonna get so many mutations on our way. In fact, I've not been paying attention. We probably got some debilitating ones since we last checked, but let's not think too hard about it. Let's not worry about it. And instead, we'll just focus on getting out of here in one piece, shall we? Alright, no digging for us, of course. Wouldn't have really had the option anyway, but especially without access to evocables, thanks to big ol' scale set in the sky. Oof. I don't like that. Seraph, you have been screwing me in recent runs, so I am not fooling around for the briefest of moments. Goodbye, sir. I said, good day, sir. Get me out, coach. Oh no, a ball python. Terrifying. Well, since we're on the up and out, might as well try another mutation pod. Want access to blink? I mean, we probably should have. Yes, you are correct. Let's actually see how bad it got by the end. Oh, not too bad, actually. Oh, occasionally teleport next to monsters. That could have been detrimental for sure. Well, I should just leave, especially with these mutations. But you know I gotta do just a smidge of our usual routine here, just a smidge of gloating. Oh, I was gonna try and keep the snake alive, but I just realized if I continue to chug potions, they die by default. Maybe? Is it just healing potions? As long as it's just healing, we're okay. I want to be strong. I'm already fast. I want to be invisible. I want to be resistant. I want to be brilliant. And that should just about do it. Unfortunately, I can't turn into a tree and leave the dungeon in one turn. Don't know what the devs were thinking on that one. But let's drink back our 1 potion of ambrosia. And with that, we say goodbye to Rue. Holy! I did not expect today to go this smoothly. Definitely blitzed through all the ending part of the dungeon there. Still around the average time overall, I guess. I think most of our runs... Actually, no, they're probably quite a bit longer. I think that's on the faster side. But that was a really solid one. Overall, I'm loving the new update. Really liking, as mentioned before, a lot of like the new enemies and mechanics, but especially Shapeshifter. I mean, Transmutation was already probably my favorite spellcasting school in the game. And now they just took it away from spellcasting and kind of made it better. Again, very limited experience. This was my 3rd, 4th attempt. Only one that got past Lair. And I got super lucky with getting like Dragon Form, which is exactly what we want on an Oni character. Very reminiscent, again, of the ogre dragons of old. Didn't even need Manifold Assault on this one, but I absolutely loved it. That was solid. Thank you so much for the GGs, everyone, and keep trying to make Octopode transmuters work, simply because of all the ring slots. They always end up dead. Ooh. I do like that, though. I might have to try an Octopode shapeshifter. That's really neat. Do you get all your ring slots? Or is there some shenanigans there? Because you would think, you know, changing form that drastically, you should probably lose access to the rings, but they are magic, so throw everything you know out the window. Such is life. Seems like it. Interesting. Well, very cool for sure. I mean, it's similar to... Actually, what comes... Or more so, I guess. It's not so much it's similar to anything, but what comes to mind for me is blade hands on an Octopode should be absurdly effective. Like, 4 times more effective seems fair, seeing as how they have 8 freaking swords flinging around everywhere. But yeah, that might be something we have to try in the future. Regardless, nice to get the first shapeshifter under our belt, and you know, we're a little focused on all the new content here that I'd be remiss, I guess, not to mention Rue themselves, because I definitely have started to see some of the big appeal of Rue. In fact, when I had that big kerfuffle where I was surrounded by enemies... No, okay, I did use Apocalypse, right? I used it once, and then it was exhausted. Okay, maybe I'm okay. For a second there, I started questioning myself and doubting if I was even using the god properly. But yes, I can definitely see why Rue is insanely popular. Apocalypse is just wild. I mean, on this run, we didn't even use Draw It Power or Power Leap a single time. It was nothing but Aura and Apocalypse, and that's all you need, baby. That's all it takes. But really solid, had a lot of fun with it. Of course, as always, I hope all of you enjoyed watching it as well. I hope it's as much fun as it is to pilot here. I did use my Power Leap once. Hooray, one time. Definitely knew that I was debating it at one point, but okay, I did actually use it. Fantastic. Then we'll mark that as a successful Rue run then. For a second there again, started worrying that I wasn't exploring the deity as much as one might, or as much as one should. There we go. Eventually got there. But yeah, no, huge amount of appreciation for all of you for joining me. You know, if you're chatting alongside us here, lurking in the background, or hey, if you're watching us down the road through the VODs on YouTube or Twitch, then thank you all for joining us. I hope this was a fun little taste test, a fun little aperitif for the new update and what it can come to be here, or what it brings to the table. Of course, we still have a couple fun little side parts to explore. No idea what the new slime final vaults are going to look like, so I'm sure that will be an adventure in its own right, but they'll have to be on a future run, because for now, we'll sign off after good old Oni Soprano, making it going the distance and having a lot of fun with it as well. So awesome. Of course, to wrap it up here, we'll do a quick check to see who all is live at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if people are busy today with their Super Bowl plans. In fact, should give an extra little thank you to all you who are live here today for choosing to hang out here. I'm actually blanking on start time for the game and when it actually finishes, but regardless, thanks for showing up, having a good time. And come on, laptop, you can do it. Laptop is just, I mean, overall, I feel like I can just watch the outros to all my streams and get a timeline of how much my laptop has slowly but surely been degrading to the point of barely usable. Also, should mention that I'm so glad that the freaking internet intermittence lightened up here by the end. We were able to get through it, because I was very concerned about that at some points. But cool, yeah, it does look like Brinth is live, so we'll probably head out that direction. As always, I would recommend sticking around, saying hello. Brinth is such a fun time whenever we head that direction. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend saying hello, sticking by for the raid, and I guess we should start that before I do any of my final sign-off shenanigans here, so we can get that prompted. Yeah, very intermittent, unfortunately. But hey, it worked out in the end. And yeah, I guess, regardless of this lovely successful run, my still latent inability to put words together in cohesive ways, especially today, I was blanking so hard. I still don't know what word I was looking for back then. It'll probably hit me in the middle of the night tonight like a lightning bolt of eureka out of nowhere. But regardless of all that, do hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. And I definitely hope to see you next week when we jump into we'll see. I have no real plans for background. If you have any suggestions, let me know what you'd like to see. Otherwise, we'll probably pick something that's a bit conducive to going to slime and seeing what the fuss is about with all those changes there. But of course, just remember, folks, that we never, even for a moment, even when surrounded by an absurd number of orbs of fire, never didn't have it. I'll see you soon.